feel like it's been forever since I've done a video. Just a video of where I talked about my situation, or tried to actually make sense of something, or to just be creative. I don't really know what I want to do, because sometimes I think accomplishing any of those things can be done through the other pathways. It's just a matter of almost how well you do any of those things. And so really, I'm just trying to think of what I'm even capable of doing at this moment. Like, does that have to be something that is expressed through this media even? How can I express myself in this stage of life so that life itself is caught up in motion? Then it would be like I was at rest while at play. Which I think is ultimately the solution for a lot of things in this experience. Let me tell you about the story of the little magnet Pnaptka. Pnaptka was, as we know, a little magnet. And like all magnets, Pnaptka was drawn to the other side. Almost like this feeling of being alone tried to make the truth itself the other side continuously. But we, as obvious viewers to this story, know that that's only a truth for magnets. And so, as Pnaptka was living life as a little magnet should, participating in all the experiments, all the fairs that would ultimately give her these things that the other side promised oh so very much. So this little magnet did everything that she could to do her best in all these things so that she could reach that other side. And one day, this little magnet came across a flame. And this flame spoke to this little magnet. And its words really started heating it up. And as this little magnet spoke to the flame, and the flame spoke to the little magnet, the little magnet actually started to think that this whole trying to get to the other side was just totally not even necessarily impossible. She now didn't think that that was actually the main problem in this experience that she was having. It almost had to do with the notion that this idea of getting to the other side was itself driven off of emotion. And if it was driven off of emotion, then it was almost like it's not necessarily because it's a fact, but since the searching of facts is driven off of emotion, it was almost like it was just fear the entire time. And at that moment, this little magnet, Pnaptka, realized that maybe fear itself isn't the truth, if emotion itself is the truth. Because then that would mean that many emotions could be true. And as this little magnet spoke to the fire more and more and began to heat up more and more and more and more, something very strange began to happen to this little magnet. And this little magnet began to feel something that she had never felt before. And that was the loss of her magnetism. And as this little magnet lost her magnetism, she realized that that perception of the truth was only true for magnets. And finally, this little magnet felt like she had crossed over. And listening to this, she realized how beautiful it really was.